What's up everybody and welcome to today's video. I'm out here in Prescott, Arizona in the blazing heat and we are setting up the Red Sea 350 for David. It's gonna be sweet. Got a couple things laid out. We did some work prior. We had to run down to Phoenix to pick up some things and my dad actually built some of the stand. So I'll show you guys kind of what we have laid out at the moment. We had to get this piece from under the tank. So that's this and then this is the stand right now. It's kind of in a couple different pieces, but here in a second we are going to put everything together, get the stand set up, and then start focusing on the tank, which is right here. We're super stoked. It looks really, really good. This looks really complicated. Shout out Steve, he gave me some good pointers with labeling each piece when we first got the box, so we made sure to do that. And then I'll put some clips in a second of the store we went down to in Phoenix because it was awesome. Okay, so we got the stand basically put together. We're leaving the doors off and the bottom off to keep it light because we are moving it into his office. And then we're gonna level it and then place that bottom board on, get the sump in, and then eventually get the doors in. But it is looking awesome. We're super stoked right now. We're making good time. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing into his office. Okay, so as far as light goes, David did a little bit different this time. I'll let him talk about it real fast.
Yeah, so it's just 10 extruded aluminum. I measured the height that I wanted it at, and then these are machined, so it's really super strong. There's strong connections, and then we got 4 points of contact down here, so it's not gonna move. You can put a lot of weight on this, and it's solid.
And then XR15s will eventually go in here. So it's kind of, it's awesome because he's got a lot of flexibility. Just like you saw in the Lars build, he's going to be able to put his XR15s on this, and then in the future, if we wanted to do anything else, he can just kind of bring it to do so. So that's what lights are. We're about to move this in place, level it, and then we're getting the tank in. Okay guys, right now we are aquascaping the tank with all of the rocks. Gonna make sure it's nice and good and stable before we add in the sand. So that if any like sand dwelling fish like diamond gobies or anything swim under there in the future, they're not gonna get crushed when they move that sand. So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, so for the Aquascape right now, we have like a little arch effect on the left side, right there. And then we're just going negative space to like this volcano looking thing right here. We think it looks cool. We're gonna go ahead and throw in the sand and we're gonna see what we think about it then. But right now, I think it looks pretty cool. All right, now it's time to put in some sand. So we got the carob seed, of course. Alright guys, it's day 2 of the build. I'm a little bit tired, but I'm ready. The tank is fully set up. It's fully filled up. The doors are on. And now it is time to take a look at the tank in all its glory and go over a few things that we haven't talked about yet, as well as put on the last final piece of this tank that is very, very important. So come along with me as I go in there and check on the tank and get that piece on there. Alright guys, the final piece for this tank is something very special. It is a Kraken reef lid, and we've been saying it a lot lately in all our videos, but we love Kraken reef. They are the best on the market by far, and we're super pumped that we get to get one of these lids on this tank. David ordered one, and then shout out Josh at Kraken reef. He hustled, made sure we were able to get it, so we're super appreciative. Let's go ahead and get this thing unboxed and show you how great these lids are. This is the side with the food port, which I said was very helpful. Just look at how clean and perfect this lid looks. It is absolutely clear. You can see me as good as day. And the mesh is completely lined up on the side. A lot of the times when you see aftermarket lids or lids that you can make yourself with like a Home Depot screen kit, you'll see this mesh be really jagged and weird and kind of messed up. These lids are perfect. It's very strong. It's not going to do you any wrong. These are very well built lids. Okay, so I'm going to get the camera off and just go ahead and show you real fast. Look at how clean those edges are. It is picture perfect, fits right to the side of the glass. You're not having anything hanging out, and that mesh is strong, durable. I'm able to remove this whenever I want to. Also, the light passes through perfect. These XR15s are not getting diluted whatsoever with dark screen or messed up screen. So overall, if you're going to invest in a really nice tank like David did here, you're going to make sure that you want to get a lid that suits your tank. The Kraken can suit all your needs, whatever your tank is. Go hit up Josh at Kraken Reef, krakenreef.com. Use code Aquatica for 10% off your next order. And go get yourself a lid. I mean, just look at how beautiful this aquarium lid is. It doesn't get much better than this. Okay, so there is still a little bit of things to do on this tank that I will not be here for because I'm headed back to San Diego today. But I did want to overview this tank because now it is all set up, and just walk you through one more time and tell you what the equipment is, what I think about the tank, what I think about Red Sea, and all that good stuff. So, first of all, XR15s and this light bracket I think is incredible. If you're looking for a creative way to hang your lights over your tank that gives you extra options in the future, you've got to go with this setup. It's absolutely wonderful. These XR15s are at the height he wants them, they're spaced out where he wants them, and he has options to do things in the future. Next, the Kraken Reef lid. I cannot say enough about this company, and at this point I feel like I just need to come out and say there's nothing better. And if you watch this video and you order a lid from anybody else, I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be better than Kraken Reef. After dealing with 3 or 4 new lids just in the past month on different customers' tanks, at Aquatica and now on this one, it has just been superior quality across the board. There is nothing like it. Josh and the team does an amazing job with these lids, and truly, I just don't know what to say. Like, every single time it takes my breath away. Like, this tank looks perfect. And that lid just adds all that extra sleekness while also keeping those fish, once he adds them in here, super safe and sound. Now moving on to the rock work in the main display. So the rock work is at a point right now where we were somewhat happy with it, but we're leaving some room for creativity in the future. I did leave David with some more rocks in the future. If he wants to change a few things up, he totally can. I do like the arch look. And then this rock, to me, the reason we liked it so much is it almost looks like a mini volcano. And we thought about a good idea. What if David covered the side of this volcano-looking structure in maybe like a brownish length, and then the very tip of the volcano, there's utter chaos, or a very orange zoa. I think that would look absolutely cool, and it'd be awesome to see it all grown out and all over the place. So that was our idea and vision here. And the archway will eventually be filled with his favorite coral, which is torches. and that will also be super sick. So the display tank, I'm happy where it's at right now. There is room for more creativity, lots of space left. Now heading downstairs, we are going to see a little bit more about Red Sea. Now, if I'm gonna be honest, that was my first time building a Red Sea tank. We are a certified Red Sea dealer at Aquatica. Steve has built countless amounts of tanks that are Red Seas. I have never built one. This was my first time. And my feedback, it's absolutely incredible. And if you are a beginner and you're looking for an aquarium that you can set up, you don't gotta worry about these it's just gonna be at your doorstep, it's gonna be ready to go. Go with Red Sea. I don't think there's any better option. Everything is laid out in front of you. Everything is cohesive, it looks clean. Let me just show you this plumbing, which by the way, you don't have to glue. It's all controlled by unions. So just look under this tank. Just look at that red plumbing. This looks super complex, right? It looks, oh my gosh, a professional must have done this. Red Sea ships you out the pieces with an instruction manual. That is, I mean, we put the plumbing together in less than 5 minutes. So if you're looking to get a new tank and you're on the fence about which one to grab, I would go Red Sea. Red Sea is going to fill all your options, and it's not going to be too intimidating when you set it up. Now, David did not go with the full reef ready setup because he wanted to go with different company likes like Ecotech and a few different options. But they have turnkey setups that you just buy everything, they ship it to you. It's just as easy, and you're ready for your first reef tank. So, Red Sea packaging was awesome. Everything came in perfect. The tank build honestly was super straightforward. If I had any words of advice for you, I would say when you first get the box, lay out all of the cabinetry and label it with some painter's tape and a Sharpie, because the one thing is it's not labeled. So just label out all those pieces and it will be super straightforward. The instruction manual is great. You just got to make sure that you know what pieces you're using, but they're very obvious, and all the little bits and pieces are labeled, so you're gonna have no problem with that. So the tank build itself is beautiful. The stand, you can choose between black and white. There's lots of different options to fit your needs. If you need a max nano, they got nano tanks, they got 40-gallon tanks, they got 65-gallon tanks. They got this tank right here, which is I believe 90 gallons including the sump. I think it's 72 in the display. And they go all the way up to some bigger tanks too. If you're a big tank person, you're looking to invest in a big tank, Red Sea's got it as well. And I would recommend it far beyond many other of these tanks on the market, because I have worked with other tanks. My tank at home is an Aqua Japan, and I love it. But if I were gonna do it again, I would definitely go with Red Sea because of the practicality and how good it looks. Because truly it's beautiful. And it's something that I think is only gonna get cooler. And the last thing I'll say about Red Sea is just how much space you're able to have in the cabinet. Now obviously there's a little bit of some wire management going to be done. If you've seen David, he's very particular with his wire management. That's his controller board there. So he will get on that, but just look how he has this open space over here. Just because the sump is well built to take up just this left side. And it's a good sized sump with lots of different chambers. He put in the baffles to be able to have a refugium in here. There's the filter sock right there. And again, the plumbing is just very well constructed, very straightforward, super easy to understand. You don't gotta be an expert to put this tank together, I promise you that. All right guys, well that is going to do it for the Red Sea 350 build. Shout out Red Sea for making this beautiful aquarium and making sure we got it in time to do this video. We really appreciate you guys. You guys got the best tanks on the markets, no doubt about it. Shout out Kraken Reef, best lids on the market. I'm gonna say it over and over and over again until you visit krakenreef.com. Visit right now. I know you're sitting there thinking about a lid. Visit krakenreef.com and order yourself a lid, and then use code Aquatica so you can get your 10% off. Do it right now. I'm gonna put up a link right here in the top right. Go get a lid. I mean it. I mean it. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.